Manly for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Manly gently removes unsightly nose hairs, and because Manly takes the hair from the root, you can go longer between trimmings. Manly's patented lift and yank action gently lifts and yanks the hair from the root. Manly's turbine rotary blades cast a gentle breeze over your face. Manly for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Sold at fine stores everywhere.
Manly,
Manly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s.
Second attempt. One. Blue's a lucky one.
3, 4, 5, 6.
This is a healthy competition going on here.
7, 8, 9.
You got 9? 10! Yay! You got it! A new world record! Yay! What do you have to say for yourself?
11,
Oh my God.
12,
12! 13!
14,
14!
15,
15!
15.
15. Now, what's your name again?
Alex Krause,
Alex Krause from...
Sturgeon, Maine.
Thank you, Alex Krause. Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. Here we are again, friends, when it's Wednesday as we call it. That's the way it's spelled. That's the way I see it. Anyhow, and we're gonna go over to Chatlandia to check who's all over there, chatting all over the place. Let's see, all over the intranet, over there on that cozy little corner that we call Chatlandia. It's Catherine Weiss. That's Weiss123. She says, hi, Aaron, over here on Rumble. And then Kathy also says, I'll be over on YouTube tonight. All right. Because we do need mods in both places. We're dual streaming. Oh, yeah, baby. Dual streaming. And Kathy says, hi, Peggy. And then I said, hi, Weiss123. And my keyboard's broken again. I mean, it's not broken, but the space bar doesn't work. The shift button doesn't work. So you got to use caps lock to get capitals. And the exclamation point doesn't work. So sometimes I have to like copy and paste exclamation points. So it takes a little longer to get the job done. Alrighty, Aphrodite. There's Catherine Weiss over there on YouTube. Look how fast she got over there. She says, hi, Aaron, over on YouTube. Then over on YouTube, I'm Hot Games and Puzzles, and I say, hi, Kathy. Okay. And then I said, okay on Rumble, because I forgot to say okay on Rumble. And then look who else is here. Why, it's Cap 78 Pack. That's another one of our Ultra Mods. That's Peggy Dancer. And she says, hi there, Aaron. Hi, Weiss123, Catherine. I'll be here. And she's got a little heart. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And then Peggy Dancer also is over there on YouTube. Hi, Aaron. At Weiss. Hi, Weiss. At Weiss123. Weiss, Catherine Weiss. Okay. I'll be over on Rumble. And another heart. And then Kathy says, hi, Peggy. Then I said, hi, Cap 78 Pack. Okay. And then I said, hi, Peggy, over there on YouTube. You don't want to miss anybody. Oh, and look at Kathy's over there on the portrait. I haven't even been over there yet. Hi. She says, hi, Aaron. Hi, Kathy. I don't know if I'll get over there because we already started the show now. And my screen isn't big enough to have all those open tabs. So there you go. All righty then. Oh, we got more. We got more. Here I thought we were done. Please like and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. Kathy put that out. Thanks, Kathy. And remember, hit the old thumbs up because it helps the old algo rhythm, the algo beat, and the algo melody. Also, leaving comments helps a lot too. And thanks to Rose Thistle Art for leaving lots of comments lately. So thank you very much. I think that does play a part in, how Rumble and YouTube decide which shows get more like exposure, I guess you'd say. Oh, look, and it's Operation Shutdown. Welcome back to Truth Quest. We are going on a quest for truth together. Together, that's right. All righty then. Oh, look, he's got the whole spiel down. If we ever need a substitute, we know who to call. Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. You know it. You know it, and we all know it. Thanks, Operation Shutdown, and hello over there. I got to go over there and say hi. Hi. I can't do that because I can't, the @ symbol doesn't work. So down. Just gotta spell it all out. Gotta spell it all out. Oh, look, I had the caps lock on. Oops. I'm not gonna go back and retype it. Oh. Oops, I forgot to give you the wavy hand. Look at that. See what happens? There it is. There's the hand, that weird red hand. Is that a wavy hand? It looks like it. It is to me, and it might be to you. So there you go. And there you have it. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, who's this? Why, it's Christian Master says hello. Well, hi there, Christian Masters. Master says hello. And Catherine Weiss says, hi, Operation Shutdown. And then Operation Shutdown says, hello, Catherine Weiss. And then my caps lock was on. Oops. Hi, Operation Shutdown. Okay. And then Operation Shutdown says, hello, Aaron. Oh, I got the flag too. Cool. And Cap 78 Pack says, hiya, Operation Shutdown. And Buying. Oh, Buying is here too. How did I miss that one? Was Buying up here? Didn't see it. Maybe I didn't see it yet. Something should be showing up here. And then Operation Shutdown says, hello, Peggy Dancer. And Peggy Dancer says, hello, Operation Shutdown. And Buying. Maybe that's on, has to be on Rumble. Okay. Maybe I'm not seeing it. I can always blame it on my glasses, can't I? It's the glasses' fault. It must be the glasses' fault. Oh, that's Peggy Dancer saying, don't know if Buying is there. Just wanted to say hello. Okay, good. Okay, good. I thought I was going crazy for a second there. Wouldn't be too far of a drive. There you go. All righty then. Okie dokie Pinocchio. Well, I had coffee with our good friend Heidi Pop today, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And, oh, what else we got over here? Operation Shutdown says, it's the glasses' fault. They were just serviced by lens crackers. That's right. That is. See, another reason to go to lens crackers, because you get excuses. I couldn't see because I just went to lens crackers and there's a crack in the way there. See, it works all the way around. And then some guy he's here over there on YouTube. Should dudes have their underarm hair? What do you mean, should dudes have their underarm hair? They already have it. And, you know, it doesn't matter what you do with your underarm hair. Why does that matter? I mean, you know, I don't know. Has anyone tried braiding it? That might be kind of painful. Kind of hard to do, to braid your own underarm hair, right? So I don't know if you can do that. I don't know. Should dudes shave their underarm hair? Well, I don't know, but it's the nose hairs. That's the epimanly. That's the hairs that product is focusing on. Longtime sponsor of the show here, Lens Crackers and Epimanly. So at fine stores everywhere, because we know, you know, some of my listeners have said it's really hard to find these products. Well, I know they're in an imaginary mall somewhere. You just have to go into the right imaginary mall and you'll find it. There it is. Lens Crackers, right next to the Epimanly store. Why, how convenient. In the imaginary mall. It's very small. It's called the Small of America. Very small. Very small. You have to shrink down to go in there. And when you leave, you got to be careful. You don't expand while you're in the tiny elevator. Don't do that. That happened to me once, and boy, I'll never do that again. Sold in the aisle next to the Invisimask. No, the Invisimask is free, remember? Truth Quest, where we handle life's toughest questions. Oh, yes, we do. We certainly do. That's a good point. Well, all righty then. Before we do anything else, let's go on over to the Book of Faces or the Land of Zuckers or Facebook, whatever you want to call that thing over there. The heck is that thing over there? Wait a minute. Hold on there. Oh, there it is. Got to get rid of that one. Okay. There. Already, Aphrodite. Here we go. Are you ready? All this technology, I'm telling you. All this tech. There we go. Here we are over on the Book of Faces, and there's our lovely little thumbnail. And what is that, you ask? Well, it's a picture from space. And we're going to take a look at that a little bit here. But I thought it was a pretty cool shot. And so, yeah, there it is. Bizarre. If anybody tells you space is a void, no, space is not a void. If space was a void, this stuff would all be vacuumed up, but it's there for hundreds of years. So, you know, space is full of stuff and energy. It's not a void. It's not to be avoided either, is it now? Oh, yeah. Oh, and did you hear about this? This is a formerly top secret. I need to use my magnificent glass here. Well, let me just read what it says down here, and you'll get the idea. Truth is power. The CIA have known antiparasitics work for cancers, and why for a long time. This document is dated 1951. They're talking about how parasitic infections and tumors are like, they look identical, like same thing. So it's maybe logical to assume that we should use antiparasitics for tumors. And if it works on tumors, you might as well use it on the threemers and the fourmers. The threemers and the fourmers. Oh, yeah. If it works for the tumors, why not the threemers? That's what I say. So they've known for a long time. Why haven't they told us? Well, thanks, CIA. Maybe you shouldn't keep so many gall darn secrets. Maybe you should tell us what you've learned that will help us live a better life, unless you got other plans, and that's why you didn't release it. I tell you, something about the CIA I don't trust. Maybe it's because it stands for criminals in action. And that's criminal not to do that. Oh, you know what? You got to find someone that looks at you like Bill Clinton looks at his Epstein Island memories. Does he look remorseful at all? I just don't think so. And Operation Shutdown says, thanks, CIA. Well, they did declassify it, I guess. So they did tell us, oh, 1952, thanks a lot. That's only a couple of years ago, I think. Only a few years ago. Oh, and here is, Heidi put this out. I had forgotten my phone. And so we were going over to check out the origin of the original 1952 APRO. Okay, APRO. That's the Aerial Phenomena Reporting Organization. Started here in Sturgeon Bay, right where I'm at, and right where Heidi's at. Isn't that weird? So she says, met up with my pal Aaron Moriarity of Truth Quest for a trip to the original APRO building, which was closed today. Oops. It's closed Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's off season here. Check this out. It's a very short video. Look how fast we're walking. We are fast walkers, it seems. Look at that. And there is APRO, the old APRO. It's now the Pearl of Door County. And it's right on 3rd Avenue. And it's where Jim and Coral Lenzen, what were their names? Anyway, they started it right there in that building, there in that little house. In that little house, now they sell, the new people there sell crystals. So we're just going to go over there and like ask them, you know, do you have any idea this what the history of this building is? Because APRO, I think, if I looked it up today and I found a pamphlet from 1974 from their 5th symposium that they had in Pennsylvania. It was nationwide, ended up being nationwide, and it ended up turning into MUFON after a few iterations. So it was really the origin of MUFON. There we are, going to see it. And so we're going to talk to the owners and see if they remember. And there's one of the keychains that Mud Rabbit made for the channel. So I gave her one of those. And so that's that. And we'll be filling you in when we find out more information about that. How's that sound? I got the same jacket on. I got it right here. How do you like that? And Operation Shutdown says, next year the CIA will release new information from 1952. Yeah, right? And thank goodness, huh? It's almost like we were waiting for it. Oh, and Cap 78 pack. Ugh, I almost threw up with Bill and Hill depositions. Yes, they were terrible, terrible. And Operation Shutdown says, nice Truth Quest keychain. Yeah. She did a great job on those. Mud Rabbit did. Question, have you ever lied while under oath? He said no. He has lied because he lied about Monica Lewinsky. You know, it's commonly known that Bill Clinton played the saxophone. But while he was in the White House, he didn't play the saxophone. He played that harmonica. Oh, that's a bad one. That I apologize for that one, folks. Oh, look at this. Don't you wish you had an employee that was this studious and this dedicated to his job? Look at this. Check this out. That good news girl.
Office workers in Brazil came into work one morning to find that someone had come in early and was already hard at work. But they were a little confused because this employee had never actually been hired. Even so, he was diligently flipping through a notebook and handling a pen as if he had a full schedule of meetings ahead. The surprised new employee was actually a capuchin monkey who had wandered in from the surrounding forest near Rio's Olympic golf course. The little primate had managed to find his way into the administrative office, where he made himself quite comfortable at one of the desks. Wildlife sightings aren't exactly rare here, as the course is located on the edge of a nature reserve, and capybaras, owls, and monkeys regularly make their way onto the course. So it wasn't even the monkey's presence that shocked them. That's just a normal Monday morning at the office. The surprise was just how remarkably prepared he seemed for corporate life, immediately grasping office culture and handling paperwork as if he were prepping for the quarterly budget review. The course's environmental team did step in and offer the little guy a severance package of fresh fruit, successfully coaxing him back outside and into his natural habitat. There's no word yet as to whether he'll be Employee of the Month, but he certainly made an impression on his first and only day at the office. I'm Jen, and I post something positive every day. Office workers in Brazil came into work one...
Isn't that interesting? I think they should hire him. He's probably doing more work than anybody there ever did. So who else is there working? I don't see anybody. Just the monkey. He's doing all the work. I love these cat videos. This is such a goofy looking cat. Everything he says is funny. What's he saying here? Check this out. A little bit of deep knowledge, deep thinking here.
Why is the word short longer than the word long? Isn't that concerning? Why is the word short longer than the word long? Isn't that concerning? Why is the word short?
Isn't that concerning? I think it's pretty concerning. Why is short longer than long? Wow. I don't know. Oh, and check this out. This is AARO.mil. That's mil for military. Yes, this is a real government website, folks. It certainly is. And we can, should we go to that now? Let's do that and check it out. So AARO. Okay, my name is AARON. They need to put an N on the end of it and just be done with it. I mean, come on. It looks like it's missing an N to me, doesn't it? Is it just me? I don't know. Could be me. I have a certain bias that way. So this is a actual military website. We're going to go to it right here. Let's go to their homepage. National Archives UAP records, in other words, UFO records. So home about UAP cases, official UAP imagery. Now this is just stuff that was started like as of from like 2022 and on or something like that. All abnormal anomaly resolution office UAP reporting trends. Okay. So what is a UAP? It's a UFO. If they wouldn't have changed the name, no one would be confused. Hello. And how can I share information with APRO? Should be Aaron. Or report a UAP. UFO. So here it is, UAP records. It's not much. It's very scant. And the question is, one of the questions they answer for you on here is, have we found proof of extraterrestrials? They claim no. Has the department found any evidence of extraterrestrial technology? No. Of course they're going to say no. So, I have very little hope that any kind of disclosure comes of this latest effort. But I do think it's interesting. It's AARO. It's just missing the N. Operation Shutdown. That monkey works harder than most members of Congress. Agreed. Oh, and Cap 78 Pack says, I wonder how Mud Rabbit is doing. Prayers up and much love, girl. Yes. Send prayers out for her way for sure, Mud Rabbit. Okay. Yeah, isn't that interesting? So that's Arrow. It's Aaron minus the N. And it's connected to UFOs. Imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. Interdasting, you might even say. I'm not sure what kind of, I don't think you're going to find much there, but it is interesting. I think it's interesting. Okay, let's go back to from whence we came. Shall we now? We shall. Here we are. And look at this. Oh, the Quality Leering Center accepting applications. Oh, you got, who's this? This is Eye Patch McCain. Eye Patch McCain. Jasmine Crockett of whatever she is. Crockett. And this sad sap, I can't remember his name, but he could probably get a job playing the Cro-Magnon on the Geico commercial. Is that what that is? I don't know. Some commercial. What's his name? Al Smith or something like that. I can't remember his name. Can't remember. You're unrememberable. The Genius Act. Here's Trump talking about how the banks are trying to hold up the Genius Act, and they don't want to. It has to do with cryptocurrency and everything like that. So Trump is like driving like 25 or 30 semis constantly. He's got people driving him for him. He's like telling him when to steer. Like, okay, we need more aliens caught. Okay, we need this voter ID. We need this. We need that. I mean, he's like the ultimate juggler of, and for all the people saying nothing's happening, a lot is happening. For everyone who thinks nothing's happening, do you remember other presidencies where a whole presidency, whether it be 4 years or 8 years, they might have one or two things that they did that they could talk about? Trump's doing jillions, all simultaneously. And it's fantastic to watch. I just hope all future presidents are taking notes. All right. Here is Astro Ventures stargazing. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope just peeled back the layers of one of the closest planetary nebula to Earth, the Helix Nebula. All right, let's watch it. Are you ready for this? Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know much about space, but in my mind, if it was a void, how would a nebula even form? Wouldn't it be sucked away into nothing somehow? I don't know. The void. The void. Trump stops trans surgeries in prisons. Good. It should never have happened. I remember the first time I heard about that was when Bradley Manning was caught. He, of course, gave information to WikiLeaks, and then he was nabbed, and then he had a sex change. Now he's Chelsea Manning, or is trying to be. Thinks he is. Maybe who knows where he's at? And it was widely reported at the time that it was being paid for by the prison. I thought, wait a minute. It's like the last thing a prison should be paying to do. I mean, it just didn't make any sense to me. But they had a plan to destroy America, and that was part of it. Has to be. No other reasonable reason, right? Emerald Robinson Trump has enough evidence to sign an EO, executive order, designating America's voting machines as weapons created by a hostile foreign government. They must all be confiscated ASAP. We have the code. We have the data. We have the whistleblowers. Boom. That sounds like a pretty big boom right there. Freedom memes. Yes, that's a good freedom meme. Oh, here's one of my 8-year memories where I said Aaron Moriarty is with Linda Stuth. March 4th, 2018. Seems like a long time ago now, doesn't it? I had a great time performing yesterday for a birthday party in Algoma, Wisconsin. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Happy birthday. So there it is. Had a lot of fun. The kids were all dancing. It was a lot of fun. HHS warns states about removing kids from homes without parents' approval over gender identity disputes. There should be no dispute. It's printed right on the birth certificate. That's what the kid is. Okay. And look at this fine picture. Oh, look, Skylark is here. And Freak Out Kitten. Freak Out Tent. Freak Out Tent. So Skylark says, apropos that I should notice this right when we get the UFO picture. Greetings, fellow truth questers. And then Kathy says, hiya, Skylark74. And then Operation Shutdown says, greetings, Skylark. Oh, look at that planet he found there. Look at that. And Cap78 Pack Pig Dancer says, hello, Skylark74. And Freak Out Tent 4996 says, even a caveman can do it. Yes, good point. Good to see you here. I like the Felix the Cat picture there. Al Green, that's his name. That sounds like a singer too, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, Al Green. Thanks, Peggy Dancer. Yeah, I try not to keep too many of these characters in my brain too long, you know. I feel like there's a flushing part of my brain that things gravitate to, like people like that. Skylark74 says, hello, Catherine. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Operation Shutdown. Hello, Aaron. And Skylark74 says, a photo by Billy Meyer. Well, you know what? In the messages, it says from the Meyer material. But down here, it says the 8th of Mars. Is that March? 1975. And I don't know in the Swedish if this is someone's name. Because remember, Billy Meyer was not the only one to get pictures of these kind of craft. All of his neighbors got the pictures too. And they uncovered that in that movie that they did. So it wasn't just Billy with a big long stick and a fishing line and a little teeny model. No, his neighbors saw him too and photographed him. If his neighbors saw him and photographed him and he was faking it, he would be holding the pole, okay? And he's not in those photos. So yeah, that's a pretty cool photograph right there. It doesn't remind me of anything that Billy Meyer actually took, so it might be one of his neighbors, and this might be the name of his neighbor right here. I don't know. You know, from the UFO vault, but there really wasn't much information. FIGU, that's Billy Meyer's organization that he started. He's written a bunch of books, apparently. Oh, you hear about this? This has just been, It's been suggested, is brought up in the House. It's the 250th anniversary of America. So why not put a $250 bill with Trump on it? And so listen to this. Very interesting. If this goes through, if it does, which I think there's enough Trump haters, someone's going to prevent it from happening. But eventually it probably will happen. But if it ever does, oh, the libtards are going to lose it. They're going to lose their minds.
Donald Trump is leaving his mark wherever he goes, and he's done it again. And there's a small group of people that cannot stand Donald Trump. There's a diagnosis for these people. They call it TDS. And there's some people that are so desperate just for his presidency to end. Well, he's not going away. He's done it again. He's just put out a truth, and it says, from Andy Barr, America is turning 250, and it's time to make more history. Today, I met with Treasurer Beach on my proposal to put President Donald Trump on a new $250 bill. We've included this in a recent Florida hearing in Financial Committee. Let's honor 250 years of American greatness by celebrating the president who put America first. So $250 bill for the 250th anniversary. And it's got Donald Trump's mugshot on there. So Donald Trump is going to be in people's pockets for years to come. Donald Trump is leaving his mark wherever he goes.
If it goes. Now, I asked someone at the bank about this, and they said, well, I don't think they'll do that. It costs too much money to introduce a new bill. Well, but they canceled the $500 bill. They canceled the $1,000 bill. Maybe we need a $250. That's hilarious. If that goes through. Also, the person on a bill has to be deceased. So maybe we don't want him on there yet. Let's wait till after his next term, and then he can be on it. Oh, it did it again. Why did it do that? Why does it keep doing that? Oh, I missed the mouse. Which country's capital is the fastest growing? Ireland. Every year it's Dublin. Every year. Dublin. There you go. Has to be the most. Has to be. Holy smokes, Milla Joy says. President Trump is seeking $6 million in damages from Fannie Willis over her illegal prosecution. Trump is going to bankrupt Fannie, and I'm totally here for it. Thanks, Brandy Powers. I'm here for it too, she says. Holy smokes is right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You notice how it's not like 25 million or a billion? 6 million ought to just bankrupt her for life. That's pretty good. I like that. Jackie Chan can't figure it out. So the protesters that protested the death of 2 protesters are now protesting the death of a guy who killed 30,000 protesters. It never makes any sense. If it's coming from the left, it's coming from left field, and nobody understands. And pass the Save America Act, of course. Oh, and Peggy Dancer says, someone told me that $250 bill is real. It's a real proposal, but it has to go. I think it should breeze through the House, but I don't know if the Senate's kind of, they got a lot of rhinos over there. So you never know, you know. The hate goes deep with these people. We either are going to fix them, or we won't have a country any longer. The elections, yes. Save Act. We got to do it. We got to do it. Holy crap. Kristi Noem just testified under oath that Biden regime was paying child traffickers to sponsor unaccompanied minors coming across the border. Mayorkas and Biden should be in prison for this. Yes, they should. The government was paying individuals that were knowingly trafficking them and abusing them. That has stopped. Unaccompanied alien children were lost by the Biden administration, not tracked. We've located about 145,000 of them, of over like 350 thousand or something like that. So Kristi Noem's doing a great job. Don't let anybody tell you different. Here's Brandon Gill, who just won his primary over there in Texas handily. Check it out. He's a good guy.
The reality is that the Republican Party under President Trump has a very clear mandate from voters, and you guys don't like it because voters rejected everything you stand for and every policy that you've shoved down the American people's throats over the past 4 years, whether it's open borders, a failing economy, raging inflation, this weird woke stuff that you guys have been shoving down our children's throats, and the voters rejected you and they welcomed our party. The reality is that the Republican...
Yeah. It's common sense versus nonsense, right? Common sense versus nonsense. Common sense is the Republicans now, the modern ones, the Trumplicans, and the nonsense is anything on the left. Just lunaticness. Lunaticness. Is that a word? Is that a word? Oh, did you hear about this? History made. Melania Trump becomes the first lady to chair the UN Security Council. And she owned it. The council is called to order. Melania bringing class and power to the global stage like a boss. Like the boss's boss. I love it. Trump was talking, he's at the White House. He's talking about this big curtain. He can't wait to take the curtain down because then it'll be the beautiful entrance or the view of the wonderful ballroom he's building. And he says, "You hear that? Sound of hammers. I love the sound of hammers." Melania doesn't like it. She goes, "When are they going to stop?" Oh, so funny when he talks about that. Oh, what did Ronald Reagan say? Keep voting Democrat. One day they will restrict your freedoms, restrict your history, and restrict your safety. All in the name of professional victims that don't understand the consequences of their ignorance. Oh, that's a brilliant, brilliant statement there. 1987. Wow. He knew. He saw it coming there. And he certainly did. Bombshell hidden camera expose. Democrat ballot harvesting boss Joel Caldwell caught on tape confessing everything in Atlanta, Georgia, including how they rigged 2020. He admits paying people to illegally harvest ballots, bribing ballot counters and election officials, forging and stuffing fake ballots. Yep. Time to lock them all up. Let's lock them up. Let's fill up those jails. Give them some free jail food. They'll like it. They'll love it. They'll learn to love it. I don't get it. What in the HE double toothpicks is an anti-vaxxer? What a stupid term used by stupid people, just like the term conspiracy theorist. Somebody is plunging a needle into your body. Why in the world would you not question every aspect of what they are injecting into your body? Good question. You're born with everything you already need is already in your body. Anything else is just going to cause a problem. That's my opinion. And I'm not a doctor. And I don't even play one on TV. Critics say Donald Trump's decision to strike Iran is a violation of his promise not to engage in forever wars. In fact, the opposite is true. Trump is not starting a forever war in Iran. He's ending one. Yes, since 1979. They've been terrorizing the world and American soldiers all over the world. Donald Trump, the radical left Democrats, a party that has completely lost its way, are complaining bitterly about the very necessary and important attack, blah, blah, blah. We already know that. And look at this. This is a clone of the Big Daddy Roth's The Mysterian, a great little car. And don't you wish Detroit would have built these? Wouldn't that have been cool to have a bunch of these on the road? Oh, yeah, it would be kind of cool. We be like, puts this out. Signs a man has slept with another man? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Leo Freeman knows. He votes Democrat. Corn Pop, Snowflake Palooza, home of lunatic, unhinged, leftard humor. Thanks, Corn Pop. Corn Pop. Man. Stephen Miller, an entire American political party refusing to stand for the principle that actual American citizens matter more than illegal alien invaders, is a degree of nihilism, anarchism, and extremism that defies categorization. It surely does. If I don't terminate Obama's horrendous nuclear deal, Iran would have had a nuclear weapon 3 years ago. See that? In his first term, he got us out of that horrible nuclear deal. Our objectives are clear. First, we're destroying Iran's missile capabilities. Second, we're annihilating their navy. Third, we're ensuring that the world's #1 sponsor of terror can never obtain a nuclear weapon. Finally, we're ensuring that the Iranian regime cannot continue to arm, fund, and direct terrorist armies outside their borders. President Donald J. Trump. March 2nd, from the White House. From the White House. And there's our last show, so there's that. We got that going for us. Alrighty, Aphrodite, we're back here. Oh, and Skylark says, but when are there going to be indictments and prosecutions? There already have been indictments, and there's grand juries already impaneled, and people are. It's happening. It's happening. But, and Peggy Dancer says it right here. Must have patience and let it all come out because timing is of utmost importance. Yes. Moves and counter moves. Alrighty then. Well, let's cruise on over to where? X. Why? Because X marks the spot for news and blues and all of those other things. Don't you know? Here we are. And look at this breaking. Donald Trump has done the impossible. He has boots on the ground in Iran, and they're not Western. They're non-Western. The Iraqi Kurds have stepped up and pledged allegiance to the United States. This is undeniably genius. That is pretty good. The Kurds. Well, my question is, if the Kurds are going to help us, what about the Ways? Kurds and Ways? We'll have to see. It's all coming out. And there's our thumbnail for tonight's show, 740. 740 shows. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, Dan Scavino, what did he put out? Oh, time to abolish the IRS. Ha ha ha. I agree. That's a good idea. Let's do it. And Julie Donuts shared this, and Representative Lauren Boebert abolished the IRS. Yes. And it seems like that's going to be happening. Breaking Tim Walz. I'm not going to show any of that doof. He's such a doof. They're asking Tim Walz questions. He's such a, I can't stand that guy. I can't stand that guy. Tiffany Savage, 32 Trump endorsements, 32 primary wins. We are so back. Look at every single person he backed won their primary in Texas. In Texas. We got to keep Texas red because, you know, it's the state of the Texas toast. And they got the best toast. So we got to keep that in the red. Red toast, baby. Oh, and look at this. Special glass from a crashed UFO. It shows UFOs. Now, I don't know. Is this could be just Photoshop?
This glass came from a crash that you just saw. Is able to see UFOs. Now, allegedly, they say you can make this type of glass yourself, but this glass came from a crashed UFO. You are able to see UFOs in the sky while you're looking through this glass. Look at this. Now you clearly see the UFO right there. And when you move the glass away, you can't see. So it makes me wonder if UFOs are constantly in the sky all the time. You just need this specific glass right here to see them where they don't want to be seen.
Okay.
Now, what type of technology is this? Look, clearly see the UFO moving in the sky, just sitting there. Here's another one. Look at this one. Now, this video right here really blew my mind, because you'll think it's fake. You see the bird flying with the UFO, and you don't see the UFO.
Yeah, I just thought of a way to fake this. Just take a little piece of glass and then paint on a little UFO and just put it up there. That would be funny. I got to do that. I got to do that. Because seeing if you can fake something to kind of prove something was faked, I think that's a pretty important thing. Special gloves. I don't believe that. I believe this, though. Look at this. This is pretty magical. Did you know these existed? Now I just need a pond. Magnetic Norse. Let's look at this. This is pretty incredible.
This ultra-thin metal disc sprays out mist when powered on. This $1 component is called a mist maker, made from piezoelectric ceramic. When electrified, it uses ultrasonic vibrations to turn water into a fine mist. No heat, no chemicals. This is the core of your home humidifier, and when you drop one of these into water, it can instantly transform an ordinary fish pond into a dreamy oasis. This ultra-thin metal disc sprays out mist when powered on. This $1 component is called a mist maker, made from piezoelectric ceramic. When electrified, it uses ultrasonic vibrations to turn water into a fine mist. No heat, no chemicals. This is the core of your home humidifier, and when you drop one of these into water, it can instantly transform an ordinary fish pond into a dreamy oasis.
I wonder if you could rig this to be a propulsion system. I don't know. I mean, maybe you could have one of those spraying one liquid, like some kind of liquid propellant, and the other one, another liquid propellant. When they combine, I don't know, thrust or something. That's really interesting. Piezoelectric metal. Now, piezoelectric units are little things. When you press them, they create a spark of energy because you're pressing a crystal. So a thin piece of piezoelectric metal, does that have a layer of crystal underneath it? I don't get it. I'll have to research that. But isn't that interesting? I think that's just amazing. Pretty amazing, I'd say. Oh, and wow, about time. The media is showing how Obama's birth certificate was changed. Yeah, it's totally fake, dudes. It's totally fake. We've gone over that here many times. Oh my God, 2 days ago, Colorado Democrats all voted no on protecting kids from being sold into sex slavery. Oh, man, I don't know how anyone with kids could live in Colorado right now. Man, that's just sick. Today, they presented a bill to make sex slavery legal statewide. That's never been done in any state. Colorado is run by actual demons. Yes, that's proof right there. Demons. Looks like ice cube tray from old, but it's pretty cool. Misty water electrified. Yes. Isn't that weird? I'd say. Oh, did you hear about this in Texas? I think Jasmine Crockett lobbied a judge to have the rules changed. Listen to this.
Voting is now extended until 9 p.m. for Democrats in Dallas County. Okay, so that's the latest word from County Judge Clay Jenkins. We're getting confirmation on that, but right now it looks like voting for Democrats in Dallas County extended till 9 p.m. Republicans
7 p.m.
The cutoff is still 7 p.m. as far as we know.
Yeah,
We'll keep
posted.
posted.
All right, thanks so much. And
So Republicans can vote till 7 p.m., but Democrats can vote till 8 to 9 p.m. Oh, tell me again how that's fair. Man, but they still can't win. Even with all this cheating, they still can't win because nobody's buying their bullcrap. Here's doofus face. Well, maybe this is the one we will watch, okay? Because doofus face doesn't talk much on this one.
And you know, Mr. Chairman, I don't know if you know this, but it's been widely reported that in 2008, when Barack Obama was choosing his vice presidential candidate, he had 3 criteria. He wanted to make sure he picked somebody that wasn't as smart as him and had less talent and charisma and couldn't possibly outshine him. So he picked Joe Biden. And then Joe Biden in 2020 used the exact same criteria. He wanted to make sure he picked somebody who wasn't as smart as him, had less talent and charisma, and wouldn't outshine him. And he picked Kamala Harris. And then in 2024, Governor, I think it's very evident why Kamala Harris picked you. The talent pool, Mr. Chairman, hey, Mr. Chairman, the talent pool isn't just shallow, brother. We have hit the shore, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields
Talent
back.
pool this shallow. We hit the shore. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Representative Fallon. Good job. Good job. 3-year-old boy found a $4 million pendant in England. No way, really? Wow, let's watch that.
public with what they found, a 500-year-old gold pendant. Experts say it's worth a young treasure hunter in Britain. 3-year-old James Hyatt was trying out his brand new metal detector last year when, as he put it, it went beep, beep, beep. Today, James and his dad went public with what they found, a 500-year-old gold pendant. Experts say it's worth $4 million. Young treasure hunter in Britain. 3-year-old James Hyatt was trying out his brand new metal detector last year when, as he put it, it went beep, beep, beep. Today, James and his dad went public with what they found, a 500-year-old gold pendant. Experts say it's worth $4 million.
Interesting. It could be. Look at this from Massimo. Massive snow geese migration formations. Look at that. You know what? The geese flying south or north or whatever they did when the kids were younger, they were flying and they were spelling out something like letter by letter, and they spelled the word palv, P-A-L-V, palv. So me and the kids would be saying palv a lot because it was the message from, but look, it looks like chicken scratching. I thought it was like some kind of strange remnants from chemtrails, but it's living, flying birds. Look at that. Gooses on the looses, baby. Look at them go. They're all heading out. They're going to find some grub worms in other areas. Isn't that lovely? Lovely, I'd say. Holy crap, President Trump is now cutting off all trade with Spain after the leftist prime minister did not let us use their bases to strike Iran. Now, since then, Spain has folded. They're cooperating now. Those tariffs are magical, magical, magical. I just hope our next president is smart enough to use them smartly. Effective immediately, I have ordered the United States to develop Development Finance Corporation, DFC, to provide at a very reasonable price political risk insurance that guarantees for the financial security of all maritime trade. So this is because, you know, with the limited war that's happening, some ships won't make it to shore. They won't make it, and the insurance companies are afraid they're going to go broke. So he's fixing that. He's so Johnny on the spot. Look closely at look at him. Look away. Look at him smiling. He's probably never seen these photos before. It's so telling. His gleefulness and joy from seeing the women he abused. So sick. So sick and disturbing. Supreme Court issues a 6-3 emergency order today. California can no longer hide kids' pronoun or gender identity changes from parents. Oh, good. No more queerdos. No more queerdo teachers turning your kid queer against your parents' wishes. You know, it's still going to happen. These people are, they're so, they think they're on the right side. They're on the total wrong side. Oh, here's the most accurate portrayal of Hillary Rotten Clinton. Here she is.
Typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So I would like to understand how that's permissible.
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record.
I think that was a moment that they found out Nancy Mace leaked a picture from that meeting on her social media, which she shouldn't have. And Nancy Mace, I don't know, man. She has terrible questions that she's asking. I sort of like her in most of the things she does, but I don't know, man. That's not cool what she did there. Whoops, here it is, a hidden camera bombshell. A Democrat ballot harvesting NGO, Joel Caldwell, caught on tape. We already read about that. We don't need to listen to this jerkaholic. Criminal. February 26th. Oh, Ilhan Omar. Iraq is attacked by the U.S. during Ramadan, and it's sickening to know that the U.S. is again going to attack Iran during Ramadan. The U.S. apparently loves to strike Muslim countries during Ramadan. Well, when else? When do you suggest? So they're saying, did she tip him off? Oh, lock her up. You've got many reasons. Look at this. I'm blown away. Look at how easy it is to make a snowman. Look at this. Look at this. It's got a hole in it, you know. Pretty good. You could probably bend that metal to make it not take it off. The bigger one. Look at that. That's amazing. But once you get it that big, you can just roll it to get it bigger too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Too cool for school, you might even say. This should be all over the MSM, but it's not. President Trump stuns the world by bringing the leader of the Benghazi attack to America. Oh, this is good. Will there finally be justice for what Hillary Clinton did? Breaking Trump stuns the world. Oh my, look at this guy. He can hardly walk. You got to put him on a stretcher. We're heading you right to the video deposition room, buddy. Yeah, it's cold. Well, it's going to be cold where you're going too, buddy. And there's our other show. Look at how quick this one went. Holy moly, Rocky. That was quick, don't you think? Oh, last time on the last show, I showed you some pictures of my brother's lawnmower that he customized. There it is. It's the Atomic Yardmaster. The Atomic Yardmaster. Look at that. It's got like an atomic, like a 1950s atomic thing on there. It's chrome. The top is chromed. See how nice it is? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's got the same colors as the Outlaw. But You wonder what it looked like before he finished it? Here it is, the before picture. Look at that rusty old thing. That rusty old thing. Look at that thing. He sandblasted it, sent parts in to get them chromed, did just a bang up job. And look at that, both of them together there. Look at that. I don't think he's ever used it, and he shouldn't. He shouldn't. Well, folks, I guess we're just going to pack it all in right here. And Kathy says, good night, everyone. I got to give my little message. It's going to be all caps because my keyboard. Thank you. Oh. So very much. And tonight, that's one word. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all so very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And remember, join us again on Friday because we are. Why? Because we're just on Reigns of Strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Central. That's when we cruise around the Earth in our spaceship and give you all this information. There it is. And that'll do. Man, that is a nice lawnmower. Way to go, Mark. Yes, check out his YouTube channel. Look up Mark Moriarity on YouTube. That lawnmower is too cool for school. You got it. You got that right. Operation Shutdown. And I said, thank you all so very much. All caps. Caps lock. And Skylark says, thank you, Aaron. You're welcome, buddy. And Skylark says, good night, fellow truth questers. And Operation Shutdown, he knows what's coming. He says, I will keep my camera pointed to the sky so I can take a picture of that crazy UFO and come onto the Truth Quest and talk about it. That's right. That's awesome. And there it is. There's that UFO. It's crazy. It's a crazy UFO. And Cap 78 Pack says, good night, everyone. Thank you, Aaron. God bless you. Much love. Peace in and prayers up. Look at her. She's a prayer warrior right there. Peace in, world peace, baby. Yeah. You heard it. So keep your cameras pointed to the sky so you can take a picture of that crazy UFO, just like Operation Shutdown is going to do. And come on to the Truth Quest and talk all about it because we would like to hear that story. Oh, yeah. It's like one of our favorite things to talk about. UFOs. Oh, the sane UFOs stay away from this crazy planet. Good point. I think that's probably true. They probably say, oh, lock the doors of the UFO. We're going through Earth again. Lock the doors. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, thanks a lot for coming along, folks. We'll see you on Friday. Until then, peace in, world peace, baby. World peace. And thank you.